what inspires you when a film script comes to you?
Usually our actors say, oh, like I read the script and it depends on the story, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't depend my selection on that.
I believe there are a lot of international stunt artists that have been part of this film.
So I've been very intrigued by all the athletes, always, like any sport. When we shot the movie, we got about 7 action directors.
When you look back right now, thinking about saying yes to a film like this to rock on.
When I read it, I mean, the character of Joe resonated so strongly with me. I mean, I had tears in my eyes. Hi, this is Vidyut J and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
And I'm Vidyut J, stunt double Arjun R.
And I'm Arjun R, you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Hi guys, welcome to Bollywood Hungama. My name is Urmin. हम सबको पता है that action films are the new trend. But today I have with me the OG of action films. And in fact, a film that's coming out जो बहुत ही exciting लग रही है. The trailers got out and I have the team with me. Crakk! Hello guys, how are you doing?
Very well.
सबसे पहले तो विद्युत जामवाल. Hi, how is it? How is it being a producer once again? You seem very calm, composed. Is that what a producer like you needs to be?
No, I don't know what they're supposed to be. I enjoy this. Hence, I enjoy the calm, I enjoy the excitement. I'm enjoying every moment of it.
That's great. In fact, हाल ही में आपका एक बहुत ही पुराना सा ऑडिशन जो है वो वायरल हो रहा है and you know it's amazing to see your journey. How would you define your film journey from 2011?
It'll be very difficult to define it in such a small time, but excellent. I must say, people have been there, they've helped me. I'm somebody who believes that people from anywhere, any corner can come and help you. You should just be open for receiving, and that's what I've done all my life.
Nora, I think you're seriously a self-made woman because you when we speak about action films, you have been a fighter all your life, and in terms of being a producer now, a singer also. Tell us what inspires you when a film script comes to you.
Honestly, usually our actors say, oh, like I read the script and it depends on the story, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't depend my selection on that because I don't have the luxury to do that. I depended on the type of people that are part of the project. That's how I decide to say yes or no for a project. So for this one, I thought the cast was so cool. I thought the vision was cool. And I thought the director was like incredible, like just the way he wanted to execute his vision. I wanted to be a part of that. Last year, I was so lucky to be able to shoot 4 films back to back, which is something that I've never experienced before, but I wanted for so many years, ever since I came here. So I got the chance to experience that last year. And all 4 of my films, I said yes to them because I wanted to work, just the drive and the hunger. I wasn't being picky. I wasn't saying, oh no, I have to read the script first. And no, I just wanted to work. And luckily, it just turns out that they were really good projects and with great people.
You started off with, doing one song in a film. How long did that shift take when you started getting approached for a proper full-fledged film?
See, I started off with full-fledged roles in films when I first came in 2014. And surprisingly enough, my first film was an action film called Roar Tigers of the Sundarban, and I played a commando, and that was the first time I did all my stunts. So I was so hungry and driven, and I'm like, I'm going to do it all, I followed it up with like a couple of other films, one drama, one comedy. They didn't do well, And then I was like, nah, I gotta do something else, change of plans, So then I just started, doing reality shows and then music videos and then songs. It just happened that songs clicked. It was that one song that clicked. It's Dilbar,
Yeah.
And I feel like I was smart enough to ride that wave and start converting it into other things. Instead of just sticking in that whole item song world, I converted it into performance-oriented songs. So it became about the dance, it became about the performance. And then I went into becoming a performer.
Yeah.
Worked hard on creating stage presence and giving a show to the audience. While I'm doing that, I'm working on my acting skills, on my Hindi, and hoping that the lead roles come. So I wasn't sitting idle at home. I wanted to create a brand, and I see myself as a brand. So when I'm doing my work and I'm doing my projects, I'm not saying, no, I'm going to sit home and wait for the lead role. Yeah. I'm continuously giving things to my fans and my audience, continuously doing work, continuously spreading my wings into different departments, from the singing to producing, TV, judging, doing songs, doing everything until finally the lead roles have come, and this one is a big one for me.
That's why the boss lady.
Yeah, yes, bossy, yes.
And hi Arjun, I'm so sorry. The प्यार इश्क मोहब्बत की फिल्म की promotions कहीं और चल रही है. You look the same, so I thought maybe you're confused. How old are you still? 24, 22?
As an athlete, he's
I'm
14.
I'm 18 till I die.
It's how young are you?
What is this? Like, this is not a recent picture, yeah. Please, ये मतलब वो दीवानापन या फिर वहीं की होगी.
That's very kind of you. You're being kind. Thank you.
But you started your career by playing the chocolate hero and doing romantic films.
I love the way when they say chocolate hero,
Yeah.
they get so much love in
Yeah,
their
yeah,
eyes.
yeah,
and all.
yeah.
Let me say that again.
Okay,
Chocolate
and then
hero.
now next one, and then you become a villain.
Villain.
And then-
Badass.
And then Shanti Priya came and Om Shanti Om happened. But how much do you enjoy playing these dark characters?
I mean, you have to enjoy every character that you play. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to enjoy it. Otherwise, don't do it. If you don't see anything in, I don't look at them as good or bad or anything. I look at them as human, and I say, okay, if this guy was, and he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong, and they do have a lot of fun. They do have some great lines, and they have a swag which is completely different. They can be a bit edgy, and you can push the envelopes very easily, rather than just playing a one-dimensional kind of character. So I do enjoy it. It is more challenging, but I mean, all roles are, all parts are challenging. Really, everybody has to come in there, believe in it, and do it.
You don't seem to be someone who is running in the race to just come first. You're experimenting with roles. Internally, is this the same? Is this the reality?
Running in a race, like what?
Yeah, I mean, like everyone wants to, have lead roles, be a known figure, have more followers now. Also, that's something very important.
Oh, no, all that doesn't matter to me. I think I approach my work on a very purist level. I prefer to find an honesty in not just the work that I'm going to do, but with the whole team. And coming to Crakk, I saw a tremendous amount of honesty in why this film wanted to be made. It was Vidyut being given a lot of pocket money, and he was like a child outside a candy store, okay, saying, okay, I want this also, I want this also, I want to do this also. And it came from a very honest space, what Aditya wanted to do, what Abbas wanted to do. And I was like, wow, man, this is actually a film which I've done where for the first time, I mean, I've been in this industry now for over 2 decades. So usually when you go onto any film set, you know somebody. But this is the first time I went onto a film set where I didn't know anybody. I mean, it was a totally different world. And it was a world which Aditya and Vidyut had kind of created, because they've done films together before. So they had their team, they had their core team and all of that in place. And a very different energy, an energy of very pure people. And that's what I really, really enjoy when I go on to doing any film. That's how I choose it, actually. Like, is this going... And that's when you find something new. And that's when you find a different vibe and a different energy. Coming to your answer about races, I think nobody should race. You think we are in a race. Actually, actors are not in a race. वो हो जाता है, कभी कभी कोई जीत जाता है, कोई हार जाता है, कोई फर्स्ट आता है, कोई सेकंड आता है, कोई थर्ड आता है, कोई लास्ट आता है, मगर रेस तो खत्म की उसने. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that it's not a race. Some people's films work, they come into the limelight and you say, अरे देखो इसने कितनी अच्छी planning की. I don't think anybody plans that. You can't really plan that. That's in your destiny, where it's going to go, how it's going to be, accepted. Sometimes things which you feel you're not going to get any recognition for. Like there's some films I felt कि यार इसकी negative मैं ले लूँ और जला दूँ. ये किसी को देखनी नहीं चाहिए, वो super hit हो जाती है. फिर आप क्या करते हो? So there are things like that also happen.
So guys, all have been part of action films, but being part of a Vidyut Jamwal action film, how different was it?
It's extraordinarily enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a moment where first when they told me, I said, "Yes, sab karenge hum." So he said, "Yeah." So I was like, "Really? Yeah, ho jayega." But when you go out there and you say, "Okay, you're slacklining," slackline is you're on one little piece of,
Rope.
not in rope. It's like
Wire,
like a patta. It's like this tight kind of a patta, and you have to like balance and walk on
right,
it.
yeah.
And we had to like kind of practice it because that's how where we meet, and that's where that's what my character does. He does a lot of slacklining in the thing. And then when you see what all people do on that, okay, walking though is difficult enough, but when you're bouncing off it, doing somersaults and coming down, and it's phenomenal. So when you do a Vidyut Jamwal action film, and now I can say that because I legitimately have done one, I think you find the much deeper meaning of that action sequence. It's not on a superficial level at all. It goes far beyond that. It goes to what would be the most extreme point you can take this piece of action to. And that's what I think we've tried to achieve.
I believe there are a lot of international stunt artists that have been part of this film. Vidyut would like to tell us something about it.
So I've been very intrigued by all the athletes, always, like any sport. So whilst we were writing the script, it was important to get these real athletes on board. So when we shot the movie, we got about 7 action directors who were a part of the film. And one of the reasons that we wanted these athletes was these guys shoot themselves every day, like on Instagram or different modes. And we realized that these guys know the angles better than most of the action directors because they don't really do that stuff. So we got these guys merged with the action directors, and that's what you see visually now. Whatever is normally is that's how you shoot it. It's all real. It's all authentic.
There's a BMX cycling stunt. Would you like to tell us what it is?
Have you watched it?
I've seen the trailer, so I'm assuming it's...
So from cycles, like I remember Arjun saying that when we were talking about the stunt and we were deciding how to do what, I remember Arjun saying, "Arey, cycle pe kyun aa rahe hain? We should be on bikes," like that, la, la, la. But
no, the whole climax is happening. We've jumped out of aeroplanes, we've done all of that, and suddenly cycle पे गिर गया. ऐसा ये क्या है यार? आसमान से गिरे और खजूर पे लटके वो वाली बात हो रही है.
कितनी बार?
So we cycled the whole of Poland. And I remember initially the director was like, "No, you guys shouldn't cycle. It's not as safe." But once I got onto the cycle, I see Arjun behind me. And then we're chasing each other. And that's how we've shot the movie. We've been chasing each other. We've been having fun. We've been racing with each other.
It was phenomenal. I mean, it was so exhilarating because one thing about Aditya Dutt was he is being the only director, and I can say this very honestly, who hasn't ceased to not surprise me. He's always surprised me. He told me, "Okay, we're going to shoot this. Okay, there's the thing where these dogs are going to come and they're going to chase these people."
Right.
And I was like, "Dude, like, it's a bit far-fetched." But the way he's shot it and the way he'd imagined it, I mean, it's phenomenal. The goosebumps that you get when you see something like that and something you've not seen. So even with the cycling, it was exactly that. The kind of stunts that started happening on that cycle, the intensity of that whole race and that chase, or whatever you want to call it, was phenomenal. I remember Vidyut and me were cycling once, and I have to push him. And so I push him, and he actually, and I think I genuinely pushed him a bit. We used to always keep touching each other. And this time there was a little more force. So he went off the sidewalk, and there was this staircase going downwards from the sidewalk. And there was a restaurant right below the staircase. People were having their food and having wine and all. Okay, this guy's gone through down the stairs, and I've just seen him disappear in frame. Okay, he's just gone. And suddenly I've seen he's appeared from the other side. So he's gone past them, and he came back and he joined me, and the shot continued.
It's in the movie.
And then we said, "Oh, damn, that was damn nice." It just happened. So we had to go get permissions of that restaurant, and then he did it again, where he went and he just did it. So stuff like that just happened. And if you're an athlete the way he is, you can achieve that kind of stuff.
Not just an athlete, I think, Nora, tell me if this is true, that action is also a kind of a choreography.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it
so
is. And actually, it's so funny. You were talking about how it felt to be a part of a Vidyut action film. And I feel like when I was sitting on set watching them, because obviously I didn't do those kind of stunts that they did. They were next level. You know, I had a whole rollerblading sequence with Vidyut, and it was insane. But when I saw some of the footage of what they did with the bikes, and you know, it was insane. I'm like, oh my god, I respect Aditya sir because he had crazy presence of mind on set. And when I would be sitting behind the monitor and just watching him move on set, he was never switched off, not even for half a second. His presence of mind was too good, and like I applaud him for that. And that's probably why he was able to do what Arjun is saying, like create some of the things that he thought wasn't going to happen and actually make it happen.
Very irritating also.
Because of his
No,
presence
very,
of mind.
that is true.
One more, and then he'd whine, and Vidyut and I are like, oh God, isko cycle pe daal.
That's true. That's true.
I'm sure when you're doing that, you must be feeling, you know, scared because it is physically challenging.
Yeah.
But
Oh, it's exhausting.
the execution is crazy. It's too good. And I feel like, because I grew up watching Jackie Chan films and Bruce Lee films, and the action, I always look at it and be like, wow, what kind of action is this? This is just insane. I feel like Vidyut's action and action films are a separate genre in itself. Like, I don't even think we should call it action. It should be like extreme action. Extreme. That's the genre it should be in, because it is next level. And even now, I just saw the trailer and I'm so hyped. I'm so excited because I just saw the trailer and I didn't see anything before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, is this what we're a part of? This is so insane.
Acha, Vidyut, so in one of the interviews, Kangana Ranaut had mentioned that she wants to work with you. Would you be open to a collaboration with her?
When I started the conversation, I said people have been so kind. They've been always there, desiring to work with me or give me an opportunity. I always say yes.
Be a great combination.
Of course.
Yes. What do you all think?
Of course.
In fact, speaking about something so out of the box, Arjun, would you agree that 16 years ago when Rock On came to you, that was
it
also
16 years ago?
16 years,
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
Okay.
Don't worry, for you it's
I
just
wasn't
abhi
even
kal
born.
parson, ke
हाँ,
liye
मेरे को
kal
ऐसे
parson.
लग रहा कल परसों ही हुआ है.
Arjun, I wasn't even born.
You weren't
16
even
years ago.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet. It's crazy.
It's a
Kamal.
grown under a shadow. All these people. People come to interview me
Do you
also.
know-
हम तो आपको देख के ही बड़े हुए हैं.
Yes, I was very careful what I was saying.
हाँ, तो 16 साल हो गए Rock On को. Then
When you look back right now, thinking about saying yes to a film like this, what was going on through your mind?
to this film,
To Rock On.
to Rock On.
Yeah.
Well, again, when I read the script, when Farhan and I met, and he said, he wanted me to read the script, which Gattu had written, Abhishek. And I said, sure, send it to me. When I read it, I mean, the character of Joe resonated so strongly with me. I mean, I had tears in my eyes when I was reading that whole script because I just felt exactly what an artist feels, where opportunity has been snatched from them. And then about, of course, life giving you a second chance. And I think that's so relevant and it's so true to life. And I love parts like that. So I was like, just call that Gattu and I'm going to say yes to this film immediately. I didn't know he was going to be a cocky... okay, and he said, yeah, but you're too good looking to play Joe. I almost smashed a guitar on his head that day. So I was like, okay, bro.
Did you have any apprehensions with him for the film?
Apprehensions?
Like, to play the negative character?
No way, dude. I was very excited that he's a part of it. See, Arjun represents a lot of things apart from the acting apart from just the acting bit. He's been a supermodel. We haven't had many supermodels who can really act. And he's one of the people who's really proved them wrong. He started performing from his first movie. So he's somebody I really admire for this. And he's been leading us. Apart from his acting is phenomenal. He's such an amazing person. He rehearses everything. He's more passionate than anybody I've worked with because if I want to do a stunt, it is madness. But he wants to do it too.
That's the best part.
And I love that part about him. He's like this kid who wants to do it because this is the only time he'll do it. So all the stunts we've done when we've been working on dialogues, fighting with each other verbally, It's been amazing. It's been one of my best experiences.
No, we've really had good chemistry. I told you, it comes from a level of honesty.
Yeah.
If you're doing something really with your heart and with an honest approach towards it, you will create something unique. And that's for anybody. And originality is something which we all are born with, but we let go of, and we get corrupted by or influenced by a lot of things in our lives. And that's one thing that shouldn't go away.
Sometimes the experience kills the innocence, probably.
Yeah.
No, just
The
like
environment,
or just if you like are a cop out or you
Yeah.
sell out.
But experience can make you innocent too.
Yeah.
That depends on you.
That's true. Guys, on that note, I look forward to the film. Thank you so much to
you.
all of you all for doing such wonderful work.
Yeah, it's such a philosophical film, like just like this interview was.
Wow, Arjun, wow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you for watching us on Bollywood Hungama.
Hi, this is Vidyut J and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
And I'm Vidyut J, stunt double Arjun Rampal.
And I'm Arjun Rampal. You're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.